I'm not normal about it. This is when I started panicking. I was sitting there and my face was like this. I was like, oh no, for the audio, I'm grabbing my face. I was so stressed out. Welcome to the Redirect Podcast. I'm Abigail Freshley.
And I'm Emily Rojas. The Redirect Podcast is the show where we shift the conversation back to books. We discuss themes from some of our favorite books and how those themes show up in our real lived experiences.
On today's bonus episode, we are recapping episode 4 of Heated Rivalry.
But before we get to that, if you love us and you're enjoying the show, go let us know by leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and tell us how much you like our show.
You can also follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky at Redirect Podcast. You can follow Emily on all platforms at Emily Rojas Reads and me on TikTok at Fabigail11. And if you really, really like the show, you can share our show with a friend, because sharing our show with a friend is by far the best way to help us grow our community of book-loving nerds.
Thank God. I was just thinking today, I am so... I was thinking that. And I was also thinking, like, there's another timeline where you never try reading Heated Rivalry again, and you don't watch the show, and I'm just depressed.
You know what? I'm such a good friend. You're lucky I'm a good friend, because I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do this for Emily. I heard her talk on the podcast about how she wishes she had... I'm just going to lock in, and I'm just going to try it again. For Emily.
You're a good friend.
For her.
Yeah.
It ended up being really for me, but...
but the intention. Yeah.
Yes. So you know what? Being a good friend pays.
That's what I was just thinking. Because there's a version of me, like, you're the only friend I have who's watching this. Although a lot of people have been sending me, like, edits and stuff on TikTok. Like, hey, I thought you might like this, but...
I mean, I would say, like, it is fun, like, having a group of people who are watching it.
Yeah.
It's been fun texting friends about the show and, like, having people to chat about it with. So.
Totally. So I'm really grateful, and grateful that the listeners like it, because it's really cathartic to discuss every episode in detail.
Oh my God. I was waiting until Friday night. It was when I was able to watch it. And all day I'm like, okay, I gotta, like, distract myself because I don't want to be spoiled. Right. I mean, I know what's going to happen, but I don't, I want it to be fresh. And I feel like when I watched it, it was just such an onslaught of emotions. I feel like I basically blacked out for half of the episode. Yeah. And it wasn't until I rewatched it before this recording that I was like, okay, this is everything that happened. I blacked the out.
Yeah, correct. All I could remember was how it ends. Like, that's all I could think about was the ending. And so this is a show you almost have to watch twice. And every episode, I think, oh, this is going to be so great when you can watch all 6.
Oh my God.
Like, when you can binge the season. It's just going to hit.
It's going to be relaxing.
Amazing. Yeah.
Okay, so I think for this one, I do have some, like, meta themes, but I think we should just jump in to
I agree.
The recap. So
by the way, there are so many notes about this one.
Me too. I have pages.
I had, like, a full page of notes, and then I'm like, holy shit, one of my notes, we just now got the title card. Like, so much.
That's what part of my notes. Okay, this is why I'm saying we just need to jump in.
Chronological. Okay.
So opening. And it is My Moon Man by Feist is the song. And there is a long opening montage. So,
and
this follows the time jump in the book, which is something people were speculating about. So we jump a few years from 2014 to 2016. But this montage is covering what happens in those 2 years. So
yes. And it's so good.
There was
the first scene is, like,
happening.
They're playing each other.
Okay, by the way, big content warning for this one. I'm going to go hard on the explicit nature.
We have to, unfortunately.
Okay,
warning from the first episode stands.
Literally, like,
if you know it's in real life.
Just little ears.
This is your
don't
time
need to hear
out.
that. Delicate ears don't need to hear this. Okay,
so they're doing a face-off. That's how it starts. And Elia's like, should I go for a hat trick now?
Oh I'm not normal about them. I'm not normal about it. This is when I started panicking. I was sitting there and my face was like this. I was like, oh no, for the audio, I'm grabbing my face. I was so stressed out.
Yeah. But I love them.
They're playing hockey. And then my life hit a different trajectory, and I will never get back on the one I was on before. Because there is a sequence and I don't know if you know what I'm going to say, when Ilya is wall checking Shane into the like on the rink,
into the boards,
and then it cuts to him him from behind while pushing his face into the bed.
Yes.
I had to pause it. I had to pause.
Correct. That's an appropriate reaction.
I just don't have words for that.
I don't either. All I could think was, if there are any hockey players out there watching the show, and they see that sequence, and now, like, in their minds, like, aggressive playing is going to be inextricably linked to, like, getting railed. Like, shout out to you guys.
I have literally no words.
And it's so good because this does, like, in the books, okay, they have this, like, thing where they're kind of, like, flirty on the ice, but people often mistake it for, like, Ilya talking, but he'll be, like, he'll say something that's, like, is actually genuinely flirtatious.
Or blow him, like,
yeah.
That.
And people are like, oh my God, what an asshole. And so this does that without doing that. It's like, oh, these two things are connected. Like, them playing each other is, like, this intense emotional experience, and also, like, then their sexual relationship is, it's like foreplay, like them playing against each other. Yeah. And so I just love this montage because it's like, yeah, this says everything you need to know.
Also in the
like
montage is showing seconds. Shane winning the cup twice, and them like looking in their respective locker rooms at like their upcoming schedule, and then like kind of like locking in on the dates that they're gonna play each other, and then like sending a text, like, and then like before the game you're seeing like, can't wait to see you later, and then they're like wall checking each other, and then also like getting pushed up against a shower wall.
Yeah,
I was so
it was a lot.
It was an onslaught. I was
it's like a sensory overload experience.
Okay, you know that TikTok audio that is from Sinners, which is actually a very serious movie, and I don't mean to degrade that movie at all. But when he's like, sometimes when I think about that night, I get paralyzed. But before the sun went down, it was the best day of my life. That's how I felt watching this opening montage.
That's so real.
I was overwhelmed. And then like, what else happens in that montage?
Okay, so we see also Shane wearing his glasses.
Oh, subtle
glasses sighting, subtle foreshadowing. If you know, you know.
If you know, book readers know.
So
the
I was
glasses
like, oh my God. I didn't even notice that the first time, by the way. I was like, oh, he's wearing his glasses. Like, how did I miss it? There's just so much going on.
No, I locked in on the glasses.
The second time I watched it, I got the glasses. Okay. And then there's that one text where Shane texts Ilya and he's like, hey, do you feel like getting murdered in an alley in Montreal tonight? And it's like, what is the writer's obsession with murder jokes? I don't know, but I love it. So,
it was a lot.
They're so cute. And then Shane's running with Hayden a lot, and then they're in the gym.
Yes.
And Ilya's watching him win the Stanley Cup twice.
Ilya is with Svetlana some. We're seeing them together.
With other women. Yeah. Implied that he is regularly hooking up with women.
Also,
but it starts to change a little bit.
It does. Because in that same montage, again, the montage was key. A lot happened.
A lot of information.
The first time he wins the cup, Shane wins the cup, Ilya's watching the screen and he's like smiling softly to himself.
Yeah,
he's by himself. The second time he wins the cup, which is like back-to-back years.
Yeah.
He's like with a bunch of friends. He's like, it should have been me. Whatever.
Blah.
And then he's like at a bar and this girl is hitting on him and he's like, he's looking
like
at
texting
his phone.
Shane. Yeah.
And how did I forget this? One of the times when Shane wins the cup, he's like in the locker room celebrating, doing the champagne and stuff with his teammates, and he's texting Ilya.
Correct. This is what I wrote in my notes. Shane wins the Stanley Cup or whatever the equivalent is in this fake world, and he's on his phone. Like, hockey players aren't texting their wives that much. They're not talking to their families for like 3 days after they win the cup. Like, they're in the club. And meanwhile, Shane's like texting his DL situationship like after winning the cup for the second time. Like, everybody's celebrating around him and he's down bad. I love this too. It's like, yeah, you get these little clips and then that moment where Ilya ignores a woman in the club. And it's like, that tells you everything you need to know. Like, about these characters, and it's like it's a couple minutes. It's a lengthy montage, but it's
like the full length
2
of the
years.
Song. Yeah, yes. And it's like that montage covered everything you needed to know in 2 years.
Yeah,
and then the title card hits, and I'm like, wait,
whoa, wait, just don't start.
Oh my God.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, then we're in October 2016, which is where we pick up with the main plot of this episode.
So it opens, and after the title card, Shane and Hayden are at an aquarium with Hayden's 3 children.
Correct.
I have so many things to say about the scene. First of all, they were like, we don't want to deal with hiring child actors.
Correct.
We don't want to have an on-set teacher. We don't have to. So they were like, we're literally going to pipe in children's voices and we're not going to show their bodies, which I thought was hilarious. And I loved it. Yeah. Also, they're getting their mileage out of that LED screen.
Correct. That's like every single scene.
Every single scene. And I didn't know if they were just trying to make it look like an LED screen or they were trying to make it look like there was really jellyfish behind them.
The second time I watched it, I think it was supposed to be an LED screen. Yeah. Because there's like a sign that says like, you know, it's like an art display or something. It's not actually meant to be an aquarium, I don't think. Yeah.
Well, but whatever.
Still.
So he's having this conversation with Hayden, and Hayden is like, hey, like, do you ever see your ex? Or, hey, like, do you want to get with Jackie's friend? She's like a hot friend. Hot yoga teacher. And Shane is like, yeah, man, I don't know. No. Yeah. And he's kind of like evading the question.
This part made me so sad because it's just like you start to see this episode really to me is like obviously Ilya's going through his thing, but also so is Shane, and you like really see it in this episode, all the like the war he's at with himself and like his inability to have close relationships with the people in his life because he doesn't feel like he can be honest about who he is, and it just made me really sad. Yes. Especially when Hayden walks away and he's like, tell your dad to leave me alone, to the little baby. Oh my
God. And this is also the beginning of the ginger ale metaphor. Yes. Because he says something like, we got to make Jackie happy. And he's like, I have to make your wife happy now. And he's like, yeah, if you want her to like keep cooking you that like weird healthy
your gross food and stocking the house with ginger ale. Yeah.
Because Shane is not truly known by many people. And at this point, he's not truly known by Hayden yet, but Hayden is one of his best friends. Yeah. And he stocks his house with ginger ale for a chain.
And the 2 little girl hockey fans already come up to him and they're like, are you Shane Hollander? That was really cute. Oh, baby. That was cute. Don't talk to me.
And then there was a cute, funny moment on the way back out to the car where he was like, okay, that's 5 times for the swear jar. I'm supposed to text Jackie after 5 times. I thought that was cute.
He calls him a narc.
Yes.
Yeah. Then we cut to Ilya watching the like, you know, real estate insider of Shane and his fortress of solitude, which apt. His cottage on the lake or whatever. And
so he's watching him do yoga.
Raptured. Yeah.
And Svetlana is like, oh, like, and he's like, oh, this is so boring, whatever. But he's watching it. And Svetlana's like, he's hot. And I feel like in this moment, Svetlana really has his number. And I think so. Like, I liked her in the book, but more so in the show. I think she's like more complex. And I really like Svetlana.
Me too.
She never tries to make their relationship more than what it is.
Yeah.
They hook up casually.
Like, she knows him. She knows what the deal is, and she's not.
And she's also accepting of his attraction to men. Like, she in the show version of Svetlana knows that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I like her a lot.
Yeah, I think she kind of has his number about Shane.
I would agree. I think she does. Or I think she's like suspicious. Like, let me test the waters here. And
she's like, oh, he's hot.
So, yeah, you react.
Yeah.
Right? Don't you agree? Yeah.
So then,
because also like, why are you watching this? You supposedly hate this guy. Why are you watching him like do yoga on HGTV, you know?
And then then it cuts to Ilya and Svetlana in the back of a car together. And she's asking about like, hey, do you have a girlfriend or anything serious right now? And he's like, no. And he's like, well, what about Jane?
Das nicht Jane? I feel like I've watched that scene so much from the trailer.
That's Jane. Like, he's like, she was like, I mean, you've been texting her for years. I thought it was serious.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh. He's like, no, not serious.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's nothing.
Then.
But it's not nothing.
We get the mirror image of that scene.
Yeah.
Shane is in a hotel room with Hayden on one of their road trips. And I'd like to pause here. Like, is the NHL like broke? Like, why do they all have to share hotel rooms?
I don't think this is actually, I've heard a lot of criticism about this because this comes up a lot in like hockey books. I really don't think they do share hotel rooms unless you're like a rookie and
or like
you're not,
in the AHL or something.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. But like in the NHL, I don't think they're actually sharing rooms. I think this is like a plot device and not true to life. That would be that's my understanding.
Right. So so he's supposed to be sharing a hotel room with Hayden. Again, Hayden is hilarious in this scene, but Shane is like literally the most conspicuous person, the most obvious. He's like, hey,
you're over explaining.
I'm gonna go hang out with a friend, but it's just a friend, and it's not anyone else.
Yeah.
And Hayden's like, okay, yeah, I know you text Lily.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, like, and again, he does, like, Hayden is not clocking him. He does think this is a girl named Lily.
He does. And then he makes a joke. He's like, and then Shane says, go yourself, man. And he goes, I will, probably twice.
Hayden, let me just say, I've seen some people say Hayden's like not how they pictured him. Hayden is exactly how I pictured him. Like, he is, to me, perfect, So I love him.
Token straight.
Yeah.
Now we're at probably the most life-changing thing that's ever happened to me.
Correct.
Okay.
The amount of notes I have of just this like little time is insane. So let's go. He goes over, he rings the doorbell, and Ilya, note is Ilya, quote, casual.
No, pause before you even get to Ilya coming to the door. Because
okay, what do you
have you seen all those things where he's like, Shane is like being weird. He like rings the doorbell, but then he like knocks the wall, and then he goes to the door and knocks the door. Like he's like so nervous and he doesn't know what he's doing.
Notice that?
Yes, he's like, okay, doorbell, door, and then Ilya comes around the corner, and this is the beginning of his coordinated plan.
Correct.
To lure Shane into being his husband for a night.
Like false sense of security. Yes. Like,
so what happens? He comes around the corner and what?
And he like fixes his hair. First of all, he's not wearing a shirt. He's shirtless. No! He's fixing his hair, and he's like, it's like that thing of like the nerves. If you're like, okay, do I look okay?
No, he had it so planned.
Yes, every detail.
It is giving the same energy I brought in to when I made note cards about Reliant K to impress my crush in middle school. Right? It's like I have the coordinated plan.
Like, this is my chance.
My game plan.
Yes.
It's rolling out right now.
Yes. And he's not even going to be able to say no because he's not even going to notice what's happening until it's too late. And then he'll be so happy that he won't say no.
Yes, exactly. Like science.
So yes.
He logicked himself into a situation.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So then Shane comes in. And he's like, do I need to take off my shoes?
Do I take my shoes? He says, no, don't worry about it.
But yeah, that's unbelievable because...
Yeah. You should take your shoes off.
Shane
first of all
is Asian. And Ilya is Eastern European. And those are two cultures where you take your shoes off. But whatever.
Yeah, but I think he's like, just be comfortable. I feel like, let's go with it's part of his character.
No,
he's like, no, don't worry about it. You're okay. So then
Shane comes in and he's like... Wow, do you know who the builder was for this house? Because he's just such a
It is a nice house, to be fair. He says, oh, Mr. Real Estate.
No, I am so not normal about it.
I'm sick.
I'm not normal about it.
Then they start kissing, and
he
Shane's
picks
like,
him
do you think we should...
He's like, oh, do you think we should talk?
He likes to talk. And he says, no, after. And it's like the same thing. It's like, yeah, we're not going to talk now. After. I want you to be relaxed, though. I want, like, us to do this first. And then you'll be relaxed. And then you'll be, like, willing to talk to me.
Yeah, but also the context here is, like, Shane, in the book, every time he meets up with Ilya, he's like, this has to be the last time. It's going to be the last time.
Yeah.
So he comes over with this mindset that, okay, I'm going to have to talk to Ilya and like, break things off.
Yeah.
But he never can.
Yeah.
So Ilya picks him up, kisses him on the counter. Then, cut to Shane riding him. That was so
crazy.
Oh my God.
I can't talk about it.
It was so casual too. It was for 5 seconds, maybe less.
Yeah. Then flipped.
Also, an intimate way to have sex for them. Like, they're face to face.
Face to face.
This is definitely, and this is another thing I want to say.
They're kissing. Yeah.
They're kissing, and it's like a juxtaposition to some of the ways they had sex in the past. And this is what I'd like to say.
Say it. Speak on it.
This show is more than sex because it uses sex as a plot device.
Correct.
And most of their interactions in the first like 6-7 years of their relationship are just sex. So you have to use the sex to move the plot forward. And there's subtle changes and adjustments in their sexual relationship that define the way that they're feeling about one another. And this is why Rachel Reed, like, this is why this book is compelling. It's not just like plot, 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 smut. Plot, 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 smut. It's like the smut is the plot.
Is the plot. Yes. Let's put that on our merch.
So when they're having, so at the beginning of this episode in the montage, we're seeing this like very rough, more like less connected thing.
Not face to face. Yeah. Now compared to this time.
Right.
Yeah.
But then also I think some of the reflections, and I would also like to say that some of these thoughts were not my own original ones, or ones my very intelligent friends and I talked about relating to the show. So shout out to you know who you are.
Yeah.
But they were talking about Ilya's character and why, like the sexiness of consent, and like how Shane, like in the first 2 episodes, Ilya is topping Shane and kind of being like mean and controlling. Yeah. But like writing the exact knife's edge of also being like, he's okay. He's still okay. Yeah. Like, and like taking care of him.
Yeah.
And kind of allowing someone like Shane, who is like very tightly wound and very stressed out and perfectionist and controlling, to have no choice but to let go and to lose control for a little bit while Ilya takes the burden of control. Yeah. And so it's like romantic in that way. That he's being like, for once, like, you just need to relax. I'll be in charge.
I'm going to tell you what to do. Yeah.
And you're going to know. You
don't have to worry you're doing something wrong. Yeah.
Because you're going to know that I like
about what
it.
You should do. Yeah.
Because I'm the one who's in control and I'm saying what I want. And so you don't have to be self-conscious because you're less sexually experienced. If I say that I want you to do this, it's because it turns me on.
Yeah.
That's what I say about Ilya.
Yes. Love him.
Like, haters can stay out of our comments about Ilya.
Yeah, I don't want haters of either of them. And I think Ilya too, like, he, again, we're gonna keep talking about everything he does in this encounter, but like, he is not vulnerable except during sex. And
my baby,
like, this is, like you said, this is his way of communicating, and him, like, he's only able to be vulnerable during these moments. And so
yes, I think, like, the two of them, their only language is sex.
Yeah.
And that comes up later. So excuse me. Okay. So that extremely graphic clip of, like, an incredible performance by Hudson and Connor, by the way.
Yes. Yeah.
Just they're completely insane. Sold out to it.
Yeah.
And then it's like afterward, and Ilya is like, basically come and cuddle or whatever.
Yeah. Like, come
back. Then he asks him to stay.
Or you could stay. And he says, I'm not done with you. And then he says, stay again. And then Shane's like, okay.
No, because then it's the same thing. Because he's like, all right, I'm going to take a chance and show my soft underbelly for a second. But
I want you to stay. But, I just want to have more sex. Yeah.
But, like, you could stay.
It's purely horny. Yeah.
And then Shane is like, well, he's like, was hating your mother? Like, why? Who cares? You don't have an afternoon game. You don't have morning practice.
Yeah.
There's no reason you can't stay.
Yeah.
And then Shane is like, okay. He's like, okay.
Fine.
Okay. So then they take a nap.
No.
And we got the most unbelievable moment of Ilya yearning.
Yes.
Because he subtly wakes up just a little bit. And Shane is still sleeping. And he moves a little bit. And Ilya, like, nestles into him a little bit. And then they both wake up. And he's like, I'm hungry. You hungry?
And it's like, yeah. And again, this is like, I love this show because a worse show has to be explicit that Ilya's feelings have changed. But this show doesn't have to say that. It's just showing us that his feelings have changed. And the acting is incredible.
Connor's story deserves to be cast in something.
Yes. Give
him like an Oscar worthy role. Like,
please.
Give him something.
Because he doesn't have to say, like, you don't have to have him texting Svetlana, oh, I have this crush or whatever. Like,
yes,
that's what a worse show would have done. Yes. And instead, his little micro expressions and just this one moment of just watching Shane sleep, it's like, oh, I see. Like, he's feeling differently than he was. You already start to see it. Even if you haven't read the books or, like, whatever. You just know. So,
and it's like all the pieces are coming to come together. Like, oh, he planned this. Like he's really calculated this.
Yeah.
So then he like has clothes ready for Shane to put on.
Yeah. Like they're just right there, but he wasn't wearing a shirt. But then all of a sudden he has one of his shirts to like throw to him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In his immaculate room where there's nothing out of place, but then he has a shirt ready. Mm-hmm. No, don't talk to me.
So then they go downstairs and he's like, you hungry? You want tuna? I make tuna melt. And he was like,
yeah.
Shane says, you want to make me a tuna melt? And it's like, again, we have this moment of vulnerability.
Like, pull back.
Because he's like, Ilya says, I could take care of you, basically. I could make you a tuna melt because I care about you.
Uh-huh.
And like, people are going to be like, these girls are crazy for reading this one. But it is that deep. It is that deep. He's like, he's like, I could make you a tuna melt. And then Shane goes, you want to make me a tuna melt?
Yeah.
And he said,
you could see him freaking out. Like, you can see it.
Yes. We're doing this like bid for connection.
Yes.
And then Ilya says, I make one for myself. I can make one for you too.
Yeah. Like, it's not a big deal.
And then he turns around in his fridge. He has like all of the ingredients for the tuna melt. Like the detail
like stacked.
Here. Like perfectly. Yes. And he pulls out and it's like, he's like proud of himself. Like he's like kind of puffing himself up of like, I'm going to take care of my man.
I did this for you.
I'm doing this I'm taking care of you. And he's like, is ginger ale cold enough? And it's like
exactly.
I put it in the fridge. Did it have enough time to get cold for you? Because I know you like ginger ale.
Because I bought this just for you. This does not sit at my house. I just bought it because I knew you were coming over. So is it cold enough? Because
further enforced by the fact that he doesn't end up drinking a ginger ale. Like only Shane does, right? It's not like he just had it.
Yeah. No.
Just like in the book. And
yes.
So he's making them the tuna melt.
Yeah, I also really like this. I just coming fresh off reading a book I've talked about on here, which is Family Meal by Brian Washington, where food is like a big thing. And there's like a dynamic where both like the main character's like partner grew up making like food in a certain way and having a certain relationship to food, and then like the moment that he first makes him a meal is like a really big deal because of the context. And I just think food is like such a interesting plot device in general because it is so tied to like emotion and like who knows, like, right, like you could read a million things into this. Maybe tuna melt is like something like Ilya eats when he's sad, or like maybe this is a comforting meal for him, or maybe he ate it growing up and like you don't, or just maybe he thought
it's just
like,
something like
this
he's
is
like
casual, this is a good idea,
or like he's like, this is a thing I know how to make really well, so I'm gonna swing for the fences, hope that Shane says yes to staying over, and then if he does, I'm gonna have I'll have this ready in my back
and it's
pocket.
Gonna be perfect. Yeah,
it's just like
I just like it. I like that.
And you're just looking at Ilya, and it's like my heart is like splintering for the softness of this soft, sweet boy who has this like super hard exterior and is rough and has been through so much pain and like has a lot going on, but he's really just gooey in the middle.
Yeah, and he's trying so hard.
Oh my god. This freaking scene. We have so much of the episode. Okay.
I know. This is why I called it an hour-long recap. This is why for sure.
I called it a bonus episode, not a mini episode, because I knew this wasn't going to be mini.
This one's full length.
This is a maxi pad with wings.
And I can't even talk about it. Okay. So they're on the couch.
Oh, so wait. No. They go sit down on the couch, and Shane sits as far away from Ilya as you could possibly sit, and their arms are crossed, and it's giving, I'm guarded again. You offer me the tuna melt. Whatever. Okay,
I'm scared.
Now I'm pulling back in. I'm scared and I'm shutting down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You brought the ginger ale. Like, what is this? Yeah.
But then Ilya is like, okay, I know what will make him feel more comfortable. Hockey.
So he turned on the hockey. Yes.
Then they have a conversation about Ryan Price. Who
I wrote that down. Ryan Price mentioned. Yes.
He was a character in one of the other books, Tough Guy.
Yeah.
And I think it could be a way of setting up a side plot in season 2. Now that we have season 2 confirmed, which we didn't even talk about. But
yes, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Brian Price mentioned. Also, this was just such a funny conversation. It's so like Buffalo is terrible. They are a terrible team. So that was funny. Also, Winnipeg mentioned, I'm wearing my Jets shirt. You guys can't see it. But it was just like a fun conversation. They're like, so it was funny. Yeah. Like, so like, where do you like to play hockey the most?
So Shane is like, where do you like to play the most? And he was like, New York. He's naming like New York, LA, Florida, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he asks Shane, and Shane is like, Ottawa, it's my hometown.
Yeah.
Winnipeg, Toronto. I'm glad Winnipeg has a team again. And then Ilya looks at him.
It's like, boring.
And he's like, smiling. He's like, what, are those boring teams? And he was like, yes, they're very boring. But he's looking at him like, so lover boy. Like he's just like, I knew you were gonna say that because I love you so much. But
you are just so practical. There's also a point where
I'm sweating right now.
No, I get it. When Ilya says like Buffalo's terrible, and he's like, yeah, and their team sucks too. And he says, and people say you're not funny. And Shane's like, they do? Who says that? And then he goes, me. That was just so funny. It's like,
okay.
So then Ilya does this thing where I have to say, I always normally do tend to relate to Shane more, but this I couldn't possibly understand Ilya more as a person in this moment than when he tries to say something and he's trying so hard to be vulnerable, but he says it in the most convoluted way possible so that actually no one understands what he's trying to say.
So this I'm so glad you brought this up because I think a less media literate person would have seen this and thought that Ilya doesn't start opening up until after the conversation with his dad. Yeah. He starts opening up right now. So he starts talking about Svetlana.
He's trying, yes. And he says, LA is hot. They have hot women. And then he says, I have this girl, Svetlana. I see her, from time to time. She's cool. Like, she likes hockey. She's a big fan of you. And then Shane says, oh, she sounds perfect for you. And he says, it is close to that. What the what's wrong with this guy?
And he's like, yeah, but for both of us, it's not. Yeah, it's not that.
Serious.
And what he's doing is he's trying so hard, to say
he's fishing.
I know. Yeah. Hey, Shane, look, I know you've probably seen. I like him with a lot of women.
Yeah,
but I don't actually have anything going on right now.
There's nothing serious.
There's nothing serious.
Do you like now? This is your turn to now reciprocate. I'm telling you, I sleep around, but nothing serious. I like girls. Do you like girls?
Okay, so the timer for the tuna melt goes off. He comes back. They start eating the tuna melts, and they're now closer together on the couch.
Yes.
And Ilya says, "Do you like it, or do you like them?
Yes.
Do you like them?
Yes."
And then he's like, "Yeah." He's like talking about the tuna melt. He's like, "Oh no, girls. Do you like girls?" Yeah. And Shane's like, "Yeah, for sure."
Yeah.
Totally.
You're really convincing all of us here in the audience.
And then he says, Ilya's like, well, I never see anything about you with women. And then he was like, well, I'm private about a lot of things, obviously. And he gestures to them.
Yeah. And then Ilya says, I like girls, but I also like you.
Yes. Wait. We're missing a very important line.
I'm sorry, I didn't write it down.
Okay.
Okay, what did I miss?
When he says, this is before the tuna melt, actually. They actually
Okay.
He says...
Oh.
So Shane says something like, well, I'm sure you'll find the right person. And then Ilya goes, you know me, I'm lazy.
Yes, you're right. I did miss this.
And then Shane says, I don't know anything about that side of you. I don't know that side of you at all. And this is perfectly picks up on episode 1 where we see Ilya's dad talking to the owner of the Bears. Of Boston about him.
Yes.
And he's like, he's kind of lazy.
Yes.
And it's like the messaging in his head is that he's lazy. And Shane doesn't even discredit.
He doesn't understand that's what he's saying. Yes.
He doesn't discredit that. He just says, I don't know that.
I've never seen that side of you.
I've never seen that side of you. I don't. And the look that Ilya gives him back.
Yes. My exact note was, can you boys shut the up? does. Yeah, it's like this is another thing. Ilya's like again being vulnerable, and Shane is not picking up on it. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm lazy, whatever." Like, but this is like actually a hurtful thing that his dad has said about him. This is actually
like a subliminal message.
Yes, and then Shane's like, "Oh, I don't know. Yeah, not you." And he's like, "Oh, like." You see me.
You see me. You see that I'm not lazy. And you're not just saying that because you think that you know that this is an insecurity of mine. You're just saying like I
genuinely don't see that about you.
I'm correcting an untruth I've heard.
Yeah.
So then they eat the tuna melts. They have a conversation, and he's like, "I like girls, but I also
like you." And Shane says, "Lucky me." So then Ilya pulls back again. He's like, "Oh, not as a person. Like, I just think you have a nice mouth. Like, you're just like good to hook up with."
So it's like constantly a thing. It's like, okay. I'm showing a little bit of myself.
Like too far. Yeah.
And they both are doing this dance.
Yes.
The writing,
insane.
Okay,
it's insane. And then
Ilya's phone rings. He answers. In Russian. He's talking to his dad.
Papa.
His dad, who's experiencing declining health, Alzheimer's, and he is talking to him. It's distressing. He ends up calling his brother and he's like, "Why aren't you with dad?"
Yeah.
And then after he hangs up with his brother, he like touches his necklace.
Yes.
And shakes his body out.
And the music here too, like the music cue, it's like this intense music, and he's like touching his necklace, he's calming down, and then he turns the corner back into the room with Shane, and the music cuts out instantly, and you hear the hockey in the background. The music in this show is insane. That's my note. But this moment in particular, especially the second time I watched it, I was like, he's like got all this stuff going on in his mind, and then he turns and like he's going back with Shane, and it's almost like it just like falls away again. Yes. And then he goes and they're sitting.
So he goes and he sits
together very close again. Yeah.
And he, whatever. And then Shane says something like, "Oh, like, how is your father?"
Yeah.
And the way that Ilya looks at him, and he's
like, "Oh, you speak Russian now."
"Oh, you speak Russian now." And he was like, "Well, no, I know the Russian word for father." And I was like, "I bet you do, you bottom."
Yeah. Papa.
Yeah. So anyways, then Ilya.
Yeah.
Okay, he's coming up. He's opening back up again. He's feeling vulnerable again. And he pulls Shane to him. And they like snuggle. That's the only word you could use.
Yeah.
But then here they are back in the same dance. Because now like Shane is leaning against him. His eyes are closed. Ilya is like scratching his head like a golden retriever. Like,
yes,
it is so intimate and close.
Yeah.
And it's like Shane can't handle the idea that they're like having intimacy outside of sex
for no reason. Yeah.
So he's like, "Okay, we have to have sex."
Yeah.
So then
obviously that's what this is.
He's like, it's like a way of coping. Like they feel any emotion and it's sex because that's like the only language they have for each other.
Yeah.
So then he pivots. They start hooking up, and this is a very intimate and close, because as much as they try, you cannot extract the intimacy and closeness from what they've just experienced with the sex that they're having.
Yeah.
And so they start hooking up, and Ilya calls him Shane for the first time. He goes, "Oh God, Shane."
And then Shane says it back. He goes,
Ilya. But like there's a pause, and he goes, "Ilya."
Yeah. And then and then as soon as it's over, Ilya's trying to kiss him, and Shane's like turning his head away instantly. And then he just freaks out. It's sick. And it's like, I get you. I understand. Because, like, God, it's just so much.
So it's just Shane gets up and he's like, I can't do this. Like
I can't do this.
I have to go. There's a team meeting, and Ilya's like, "You forgot about a team meeting, right?"
There's just no way. Yeah.
Almost in an apology, he goes, "Hollander."
Yeah.
And he's like he's like shaking his head,
pulling it back again, because he just called him Shane, and now he's like, "It's okay. I'll still call you Hollander."
No, and he's looking at him. He's like,
you.
His pleading in his eyes, and he's like,
his eyes.
Hollander.
It's okay. Like, come back. And then he's like,
and like
no,
they
I
both
have to go.
know what's going on,
But they're not talking about
they're
it.
not talking about it. And Shane is like, thank you for the tuna melt. I have to go. And then he
Again,
leaves.
a worse written show or a worse acted show has to have Shane say, like, this is just getting too serious and I don't like how I'm feeling, and storming out. And it's like, all you need is actually Ilya saying Hollander, and we understand that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, because their acting is so good and the writing is so good. So
Yes, Hollander.
yes.
And it's like he could have delivered it and just been like, Hollander. But the way, like the sadness in his eyes. And it's like regret. He's like, this is what I get.
Why did I do that?
This is what I get for showing the gentle part of myself.
Yes.
This is what I get. I like, let myself be vulnerable. I showed my neck, and now guess what? I'm alone and embarrassed.
And he's gone. Yeah. And to Ilya, again, I understand you. This was the equivalent of a love confession, although he did not say anything remotely.
So
like, if you're just reading the transcript, it is. That's what I'm saying. I understand him, because it's like, if you read the transcript,
like, you identify with being like, is your ginger ale cold enough? Equals
exactly.
I love you, and I want to be with you the rest of my life.
Exactly, because sometimes it's just so hard to say those words. But to him, like, that's what it was. And then to have him be rejected, even though it took Shane pretty much until this point to realize that's what was going on. It's just so devastating. So, okay. So then we cut to a scene.
Wow, God. We were 42 minutes
That was
into
a lot.
Okay.
There's still a lot left,
How do you
by the way.
feel having recapped
Not well.
that?
No.
That,
Because I knew it was coming. It's like
No.
tuna melts.
And I'm probably going to eat these words, but I actually think that was the most difficult scene of the entire series to watch. And
I actually agree.
I don't think it's going to it's only up from here.
I do think spoiler ahead, when Shane gets hurt in the game, that might be tough. When
Yeah,
he's
but
like, Ilya, everyone can see us.
But it's not like
I know.
They're both opening. I think that this is like the most emotionally painful to watch.
Or when Ilya's dad dies and he confesses his love, that might be.
Yeah, except that
I don't know, but this one is
opening
emotionally
up.
difficult. You're right. This was
Like
probably
everything from
the
here
low
on out,
point.
they're both mutually opening up.
You're right. Okay, you've convinced me.
So I think that my prediction is that was.
I do think this was
bottom.
the worst.
That was the bottom of.
And
like,
I thought the club
we've
scene,
reached
not
the
skip
floor.
ahead. Yeah. I thought that would be worse, but this was worse.
It was worse because the first two episodes we saw more Shane yearning and we saw Shane POV, and
Yes.
I don't think any of us were ready to see Ilya yearning POV.
No, I
and
wasn't.
to see him be like soft,
Yeah,
and
it was
breakable.
tough. Okay,
Wow.
regroup. Cut to Shane's with his parents.
Pause.
This scene, this actually was the saddest scene to me, actually. I'm not gonna lie. This made me so sad.
Before we get into the sad stuff,
Okay.
Shane is wearing a blazer on top of a hoodie.
I want you to go and look at NHL Arrival outfits now that they've gotten rid of the dress code, and that is like the uniform. I'm not even kidding. There are
NHL
so many
Arrival
blazer
outfits.
hoodies.
I'm like, what are we?
You're gonna see blazer hoodies. That's what I'm telling you. These guys, they don't know how to dress.
I'm like, you guys. Yeah. Good God. I'm seeing a puffer jacket.
It's not good.
No, I'm
it's
seeing
not good.
a puffer vest with a blazer on top.
Yeah, it's not good. Anyways, insane outfit.
Insane choice. He's at lunch with his parents.
And the waiter says, "Are we expecting someone else?" And they're like, "No." And so he picks up the fourth, like, table setting. It's just, again, the writing, like, just that little detail is such a gut punch after what you just watched.
He asks Shane what he wants to drink. He says, "I'll have ginger ale." And he's like, "I don't have a ginger ale."
No, we don't have that. Ugh. Again, I'm back to relating to Shane because ginger ale is literally fire and my drink of choice. I love ginger ale.
A little, you know this about me. I will die on the ginger ale, tequila, and lime hill.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or
I'm
even
a
just ginger ale and
whiskey.
lime.
Yeah, or just ginger ale. Yeah, mocktail it. Anyways, then they're having this whole conversation about going to Wimbledon, and it's like you see him start to feel. Okay, if this reminded me, but this is a conversation we've had. It happens where if you're like keeping a part of yourself from people that you love, there's a point where it starts to be harder than would be to just be honest.
Yeah.
And this is what's happening for Shane, because he's starting to be like, every little thing that they're saying is like grating on him, and he feels like his mom says, like, we don't want to lie, that's not who you are, but it is like who he is. Like, he's just lying about this fundamental part of himself, and it was just so suffocating to watch this. Like,
the thing I picked up even more from that's interesting that that's what we picked up. The thing I picked up was, he's like, his mom's trying to get him to go to this thing, so he sits next to this Swedish princess, and it's kind of like a little bit digging, like, can you, like, don't you want to sit by this pretty woman or whatever?
Beautiful princess, yeah.
And he's kind of just like, I don't want to spend my time with someone I don't know. But the subtext there is, I want to spend my time at the cottage with Ilya, but that's impossible. So he's like, I don't get any time off.
The thing I want, I can't have. Yeah. So then that's even worse. Like, you're just rubbing it in my face. You don't even know, but you're rubbing it in my face that there's this thing that I want more than anything that I can't have. Yeah. So that whole scene was just rough for me. I don't know. It was like, I just felt for him of like, and the implication too is like Rolex wants him to go to Wimbledon because they're like, we need some diversity in the like our box, you know, because you're Asian, and like, it's just a lot. And yeah. And it's also the implication of like, again, reminding us he has this huge deal with Rolex. They obviously pay him a lot of money, and like, maybe they wouldn't want to do that if he was out, or like, So it's just a lot. Yeah. Anyways.
Then we cut to a scene of Shane in his apartment. He gets a call from JJ. I know. I'm frowning already because I hate this.
I'm so upset.
And it's not Rose's fault.
No, she's awesome. I actually love her.
Yeah. But JJ's like, hey, come out to this bar, Dima. I can't do a French accent. I can't do a French Haitian accent. And so he's like, fine, I'll go. He goes out, goes to order a fucking ginger ale again at the bar. The guy's like, he's like, do you have ginger ale? And he's like, yeah, we do, but, and then he goes, I'll have a beer.
Loser. Yeah.
Because he's like, okay, I can't, again, another environment where I can't be myself. I'm not being true. Yes. The ginger ale equals truth. Like, when he's drinking ginger ale, he's being his authentic self. When he can't drink it, it's in times when he's not being his authentic self and he's feeling stress.
Yes.
And at this bar, he can't get a ginger ale. He's getting bullied for it. So he just gets a beer.
Yeah. And also, this bartender, better than me, because I would have taken the money. He's like, it's on the house.
He's like,
also,
flirting
was the bartender flirting with him?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he's like, no,
however,
anything for you, Shane Hollander.
I think we saw precedent in the last episode that you can be flirting with someone and take an extremely large tip from them.
Yeah, exactly.
A la Kip.
Be a Kip. In this world, be a Kip. If a incredibly wealthy, multi-millionaire hockey player wants to tip you like probably $20 cash, I think you should take the tip as a service worker. If he wants to make
you his sugar baby, do it.
He'll do it. Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
All right. So
anyways,
he meets Rose Landry.
Yeah.
AKA Shauna from Yellow Jackets. Did you watch Yellow Jackets?
No, I haven't seen Yellow Jackets.
Okay. The funny thing about Yellow Jackets is it's also a gay mess. And I'm like, Shauna stays on the edge of a gay mess at all times.
Yeah. Good for her.
Here she is again.
Yeah.
So, here's my note. Shane discovers friendship with a woman and goes full send. He sees an opening with a woman he has some chemistry with on a friend level, and just ... is like, okay.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, like, I mean, again, this might be more like me reading into the books or like remembering, but I think it's like at this point he doesn't really necessarily want to admit that he's fully gay. Like, also Ilya, his like, you know, his his spirit guide through being queer, is bisexual and like does have happy relationships with women, and like
this is the
with
solution.
Men equally. And so maybe in his mind he's like, oh well, I could do that too, and then I could just also be out with women like he is, you know.
But he meets someone who genuinely does put him at ease, because she is from Michigan. She has 3 brothers who play hockey. They have a lot in common.
She's a big fan.
He's seen a lot of her movies. Very easy to talk to, very disarming. And so what he experienced was chemistry. But like not friends. All chemistry is sexual chemistry, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Sorry, Shane.
So they start dating. And then we hit another gutting scene, which is
Correct.
the Boston. What is the name of the team in this show?
I know. I keep wanting to say, Raiders or something?
Something like that. The Boston team is like all in like working out. They're like in the gym. Yeah. And a couple of Ilya's teammates call him over and they're like, dude, you're not going to believe this. And they show on their phone some article that's about Shane and Rose. And he looks at it and he goes, no. And it's like, his teammates are meant to think that he's being like, no way. But
no
he's
way.
Really like,
he could.
No.
Oh, like he's doing this. I wanted to shout out to the teammate on the bike who shows him. That is Harrison Brown, who is the first out transgender professional hockey player ever. And he comes back later in the episode. But I just found that out. So
cute.
Isn't that cool?
I love that. It's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, that scene was horrible. like I just that sick feeling that continues basically for Ilya for the rest of this episode of like seeing the person that you love with someone else is like the most disgusting feeling in the world. And he's just assaulted with it. He's at practice, like in the gym with his teammates, and like out of nowhere, completely unexpectedly, he's like confronted with this. It's pretty sick. So I hate that.
It's like, I think in the show, like they were showing like a talk show. I think they were trying to compare it to like the hype around like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I don't think in reality it could be. I think it's more of like a Haley Steinfeld, Josh Allen kind of thing. Yeah. Like level of intrigue and like artist, and
because she's out in public way more than like a super super famous Taylor Swift level would be. And like the NHL, like that's not on the same level as NFL, unfortunately. So at least in this country.
And we're seeing like a montage of like a brief montage of them doing stuff, and then like, you know, out in public, whatever. And then Shane is like stretching and like warming up on the ice before a game, and Rose is up in the box and she's wearing his jersey. And again, it's not her fault. I too have fallen for many a gay man. More than one.
Who among us?
You know what I mean? So it's not, I'm not going to victim blame.
No, it's definitely not her fault. It's not her fault at all.
No, and it's not.
She's like hasn't done anything wrong. So yeah, it's Shane's fault actually.
It is, It's just
but
like,
I get it. I get where he's coming from too. He's like, he doesn't want to have to give up his life, and he feels like that's his only option.
And he's getting so much positive reinforcement from this.
Yes. Like everyone's happy for him. It's what everyone's wanted for him this whole time.
So that night that Rose is at the game, they're playing Boston. Boston is in Montreal.
No, this is a different night. She can't come to the game.
Oh, that's right.
Because he's texting her, and she's like, "Sorry, can't make it."
Oh, right. Yeah. And by the way, so they had the show that clip her at a game, and then the game versus Montreal in Montreal. Yeah. Montreal versus Boston. He's in the locker room. He's texting her. He's like, "Are you coming to the game tonight, babe?" Which, by the way, I was like itchy when he said that. I was like, oh god. She's like, "Can't tonight." He's like, "Oh, don't worry, babe." God. You're such a freak. No, we know that you're a freak.
We know,
but like, with her, you're so vanilla. You're like
vanilla,
babe.
Okay, babe. We're in the game, and they're yearning for each other, and the game's terrible, and like basically the announcers like they both sucked at playing, and and it's like 1-0 Montreal wins, but they sucked. Yeah. So Shane goes out to a club because he wants to go meet Rose and her gay best friend. She's like, come,
who's like all over Shane.
Yeah, he's like, like if that was my best friend, I'd be like, hey,
chill,
relax.
Okay,
I don't really care that you maybe think he's straight and this is fun. Like that's still weird. Like, why are you so aggressively flirting with them?
Anyways? Yeah, chill. So chill Ilya, out. He's in his hotel room. He's looking in the mirror and he's boiling. He's just like, this is because right now I should be at Shane's place. That's what should be happening right now. I should be at Shane's place right now.
This sucks.
And then he goes, this shit. And then he goes out to his roommate.
He's like, I'm going to get over this. Yeah.
He goes, I need to go get laid. We're going out to a club.
Yeah.
So they rally the boys. They go to the club.
This is the most insane sequence.
Okay. So Rose is like, Shane, dance with me. And
this part, I start to blame her a little bit.
I also think
I never get to dance. Like,
I want to
okay,
like say
girl.
something, women.
Say it.
If you're dancing with your man, alcohol is being had. Oh, by the way, he's like, I need a beer. So he actually said in this situation, like, I need a beer.
In order to dance with you, I do need
I don't even want a ginger ale. F- ginger ale. So they're at the thing, and she's like putting her hands up his shirt and stuff, and he's literally like
he's
this.
Like,
hey, by the way, if you're with a man who likes you in a sexual way, he won't just be doing that if you put your hands up his shirt at a dark club where there's alcohol involved.
Like, maybe read the room.
Right.
A little bit. Right. Yeah. So then we get this freaking scene. And the music is crazy.
You heard me, Hollander. Okay. So
all the things she said, running through my head, running through my head.
So we started that song. Great song choice. They spent a lot of money on that song.
Perfect song choice. Yeah. And I respect it.
Ilya comes in. He goes to the bar and he sees Rose's gay best friend.
Yeah.
And he's so deep in the Shane lore, in the Shane cinematic universe.
He's like,
that he sees his new girlfriend's best friend and starts looking. His head is on a swivel and he's looking around the club for Shane.
Yes.
That's how deep he is. That's how down astronomical he is for this man.
Correct.
In the Shane cinematic universe. He knows everyone he's ever met.
Yes.
He's Instagram stalked this guy for sure.
Of course. Yes. Also, I wanted to rewind a little bit. When the lyric, the first time it says, "This is not enough," it instantly cuts to Rose. The editing of the scene was crazy. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, by the way, Ilya is wearing an insane outfit.
Yes,
just have to
love him.
Stop here. He's wearing like a tight V-neck T-shirt with cheetahs all over it. Like cheetahs with like insane. Open mouths. It's crazy. Yes,
I love him.
It's like Dwight in that episode of The Office where he's like wolves howling, like insinuates sex.
Yes. And basically from this point, we have like 7 minutes where there's no dialogue. Like,
it was really 7 minutes.
It's like a long sequence. He says the only thing that happens from this point out is Shane says, "I need to go to the bathroom." But everything else is like happening and there's no talking. It's just fully the song and the eye contact and the lighting and everything.
So Shane, so we see Ilya see Rose's friend. I forget what his name is. It's not important.
Miles.
He sees Miles. He starts looking for Shane. He sees Shane and is like,
yes,
something has to be done. I have to make him jealous. So he finds a girl to make out with and like suck her ear, which is so gross.
Yeah.
Hey,
again, Connor's
ears
story.
Are gross. Okay.
Yeah. But the acting was insane.
Connor's story.
He's like full sending it.
I actually live in constant fear of seeing him in public. I can't, like, they have been filmed within a few miles of my home multiple times.
Yeah. What would you do?
I would black out. I don't think I would be able to be chill or cool at all. Like, what I would love to do is just be like, relax, and like not freak out.
Hey guys, big fan.
No, I would black out. I think I would start seeing black spots.
Yeah. Okay. So let's hope you don't see them. Yeah. Maybe.
It's like I want to, but I don't. Anyways.
Yeah. I get it.
Then Shane dancing with Rose, and he's like, I literally hate this so much, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
He sees Ilya's teammate across the bar, and then his head is on a swivel, and then he sees Ilya, and he's like
making out with the girl.
Making out with his girl's ear. Okay.
Yeah.
Specifically her ear.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, ladies.
Again. Read the room.
She was showing tits. She was showing ass. She was showing legs.
She was pulling out all the stops.
She was literally rubbing her hands on his abs.
Yeah.
You're gay. Okay. So,
you're gay?
You're gay?
Okay, yeah.
All right. So then he's like, I have to go to the bathroom. Doesn't go to the bathroom. Proceeds to stand in the middle of the dance floor with his dopey little beer in his hand and look at Ilya and make direct eye contact with him.
Direct eye contact.
In a way that is so painful.
It is so insane. Yes.
And then we cut to interspliced scenes where Shane...
And the music changes again.
And then what happens? Go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, so Shane is back at Rose's place, or his place, I guess. I don't know. And she's like fully taking off all her clothes.
He looks horrified.
And he looks
like he's seeing a ghost.
Sick. He does. And she's like, she's dropping her beautiful dress, and you get a full backside shot, and he's like,
look,
like, couldn't imagine a worse place to be.
Someone who's attracted to a woman would not.
Again.
Like,
and he's like hesitating too. He's like standing there, and she's up the stairs, and he's like frozen midway. It's just, yeah.
And then we see them doing missionary.
Yeah.
And literally, he's like thrusting to,
yeah,
this is not enough. And it's like, yeah, this is literally not enough. And it looks horrible.
And it's cut again. So you get the club scene, and then you get Ilya alone in his shower, like
jerking off. By the way, and he's so upset. You know, he's like, and he's sad. He's like not even just thinking about Shane, but he's like yearning for Shane, and it's like,
and it's again,
he's like, I'm ashamed of myself for jerking off like this, but like. I couldn't have sex with anyone else tonight because
I'm just thinking of Shane.
I'm thinking of Shane. I couldn't even go home with the ear makeout girl.
Yeah. And Shane is there implied, like not looking at Rose, like looking up at the camera, and implication, I would assume, thinking of Ilya as well.
And then like, the last second of the show, it like does a quick flash between their faces. It's like,
yes, that was insane.
Not enough. Flash, flash, flash,
boom,
flash.
Boom, boom, dark.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you ready for the episode to end right there? I was surprised that it was ending, to be honest.
I think I felt the pacing of that montage. I didn't feel like anything else was going to come, because that it is like a solid 7 minutes of the club scene, like at least it's a big chunk.
I just had it in my head that we were going to get Rose breaking up with Shane.
Sure. Okay, this brings up a good point, because I am curious where you think the season is going to end, because I'm starting to have doubts that it's going to end. I've seen speculation from some people who believe that the actual ending of the episode will be of episode 6 will be Ilya calling Shane and saying, "I'll come to the cottage," and it ending there.
No.
There's a lot that has to happen still.
No.
Because we still have Scott and Kip. Sorry, I'm hitting my mic. But Scott and Kip have to get back together somehow. And then you have his dad dying.
Do we have to see that?
I feel like we do. We had a whole episode of them.
No.
We have to see that, because otherwise, if you go straight to the NHL, the Stanley Cup kiss, whatever the stupid cup is called in this fake world,
the MLH Cup.
Yeah, if you go straight to that, it's like, well, wait, what happened? Because this is years later at this point.
No.
We're now 2 years past that.
We have to have Rose and Shane breaking up.
Yes.
We have to have him realizing he's gay, right? And then we have All-Star Game.
Yes.
We have Injury,
which is next episode. Yes. Injury.
We have
Ilya's dad dying.
Phone conversation.
Russian confession. Some side plot has to happen about Scott and Kip. We need at least
maybe
5
like the
minutes.
last episode will be like an hour and a half.
Maybe.
But like, here's the thing. They could have recut some stuff after they knew they were getting a season 2.
Sure.
But there's no way, if they thought that maybe we're only getting a season 1, that they would have ended it without the cottage.
But here's my question then. Okay. Because I actually wonder if that is a better ending, because if you don't have the long game, like, and you just end with them like sneaky still at the cottage, obviously you have, because then we would still have to have the cottage coming out to Shane's parents. Then you have like, well, no, you have the kiss before the cottage. I'm just like trying to figure this out.
So then we have Scott and Kip kissing on screen, because I thought the next episode would end with them being, with Ilya calling and being like, "I'm coming to the cottage."
Yeah, I thought that too. But there's a lot that has to happen. I mean, they can make it work. The pacing has been pretty fast.
Or they could just make longer episodes. Like sometimes in a limited series like this that's straight to streaming.
Yeah, the last 2 are longer. I do almost think that if you don't have the, because I'm wondering,
thank God we know we are having
it.
season 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm just thinking, like, where do you end it otherwise so that it does feel like a satisfying ending? I'm just wondering, how do you end it? I'm wondering how it'll end.
Maybe it ends with Shane's parents finding out.
I know, but that's a terrible way to end it. But you're right. I do feel like we need the payoff of them finding out. So we have to have the cottage stuff. But I do wonder if they could have recut it, I guess. I don't know. That's just a lot that has to happen still, like you said.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I was just curious. I've been thinking a lot about how it's going to end.
Oh, wait. We have to tell the listeners.
Or I have... What?
Me and you are going to be together for the finale.
That was the best exciting news I've ever heard in my life.
We've been planning this for a long time, that I was going to stay with you the day after Christmas for like just a few, that night.
Layover, basically. Yeah.
And the day after Christmas is the day that the finale comes out.
God is real.
So
happy. So happy. I'm so happy.
I couldn't be happier.
I know. It's going to be such
Maybe
a good
we should
experience,
record some exclusive content, basically, aka us watching it live.
Sure, why not?
share some immediate thoughts.
Yeah, we should. Okay, let's plan on that. Oh, I have seen some speculation as well that it might they might change, which I think might actually work better. Like the impetus for Ilya coming to the cottage, they could have changed that to be the injury. And then have them at the cottage together watching the kiss happen. And that being like sort of the hopeful ending of like, maybe things could be changing.
They changed the timing a little. That's
so
smart.
I could see that. Yeah.
But
I could see that.
But you know what? Now I'm at ease because
I'm at ease.
I know the season 2 is going to follow. I mean, Connor said the season 2 is going to follow the long game. I think we might also get a concurrent story with Ryan.
Yeah.
Maybe follow Scott and Kip a little bit more. We'll see.
Yeah. Or Troy and I forget role model what their names are.
So something like that. But I'm like not stressing. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But so far they've stayed really true to the story. Like they haven't made cuts that I'm like, I can't believe they left that out. I think for many fans the tuna melt scene was very, very, very important. And that was covered in detail. So I think that they could abbreviate. They might abbreviate the All-Star game. Because All-Star game is more serving to like alert Ilya to the fact that Shane and Rose are no longer together. Right. And that they build up a little bit more intimacy. But he could find out a different way easily. I don't know.
But we definitely do get the All-Star game because there's been like stills from that.
The All-Star game is where he gets hurt, right?
Is it?
I don't remember.
Maybe. I don't remember where he gets hurt. All these things kind of blur together in my mind. Yeah. It's just first of all, the book is insanely fast paced. So I do understand the fast pacing of the show. Like I said, this club scene, which is iconic to me and took up a big part of the episode, is like 2 pages in the book. Like it happened so fast. So yeah,
but I understand why they wanted to dig into it because what a fun scene to film. I mean, there's like,
oh yeah, it's a perfect way to end an episode. Yeah. But I do think, you know what, I'm on board if they make the change that they are watched. I think that could also work. Like you don't have as much time at the cottage, but you know he gets outed to his parents and then they have this moment and maybe they're all together watching the playoffs and
but you know what
happens.
I need to see him be like, well, because I don't know if we're gonna get this now, because at the cottage in the book he has a conversation where he's talking about Svetlana. He's like, I could marry Svetlana, like all this stuff. I could get citizenship. He's like, but there's this problem, and the problem
I have this problem.
I have this problem is 5'10".
No, we need to see that.
Yeah,
with freckles.
I really need to see that.
Correct. No, I need to see all of it. I'm just interested, but they have not led me astray. Is what I think we're both on the same page. They have done a great job with this adaptation.
I'm gonna
the writing has been great. Like, the acting's been great. Yeah,
I believe one other thing that didn't fit into the episode that I'd like to highlight, and this is a really smart take from my friend Emma.
Shout out Emma,
who not our mutual friend Emma, but a different Emma. Yeah. But she What do you think Emma is watching the show?
No, she's not.
There's no way. She'll watch it in like 2.5 years. 2.5 business years, maybe. Anyway.
Yeah.
We were talking about media literacy and how people aren't getting the show. Like some people online are not getting the show, or they think that it's just like sex, or like there's no plot or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was connecting the lack of media literacy about the way to build on what we were saying earlier about like the sex advancing the plot, that like the rising culture of Puritanism is making people be like, oh, gay sex, like, no, instead of like viewing it with a critical eye and being like, what's actually happening between these two individuals beyond the fact that they're just having sex. But it's just like, oh, you're just so taken aback that sex is happening that like you're not considering the character development or like the dynamics of what's happening or the performances of the actors. And that's what separates like a TV show from like porn, like it's advancing the plot. So I thought that was really interesting, and just like the pearl clutching nature of like, oh, if you really cling and you like dig into that, then you miss out on like a really great story like this. That's what I thought.
Yeah, and I think like something that I've been thinking about with this show is like, this is such a good adaptation because it's made by people who are taking romance as a genre seriously.
Oh, they're taking
it. And so often people don't. And it's like the romance is the plot. You don't have to have some like other thing going on to make it compelling. Like a story about two people falling in love and figuring themselves out and like finding a way to be together against like odds that are difficult, even if it's a little like fantastical, or even if it's like something that couldn't happen in real life or whatever you think, like that is the point. And it shows in the quality of this adaptation that it's by people who value romance as a genre and take it seriously. And that so often does not happen with adaptations.
Rachel
of
Reed,
books.
Jacob Tierney, Connor Story, Hudson, they're all like that. Like they're all
they're all
taking it
value
really, really seriously.
Yeah.
And I would like to say,
and that's great.
This is also why Jonathan Bailey is great as a yearner in his roles, is he takes it really seriously.
Yes.
He takes his role as Anthony Bridgerton seriously. Also, we talked about this with Twilight. Whatever. Goofy. But it's like,
there's
Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson, they actually locked in. Like, they were like, no,
they played it seriously.
They played it seriously.
And that's why people love it. And people are drawn to it because it's like, so many times romance books get adapted. And it's like, well, we have to change it because like this isn't interesting on its own. And I just like this because it's a shot for shot in so many ways.
Because in romantic relationships, people have to be extremely vulnerable. In that vulnerability, they have to figure out their and like their issues. And so we're watching a romantic story. We're also watching a story about two people overcoming their internalized family issues, their internalized homophobia, internalized
cultural
toxic
issues,
masculinity.
Like,
all of this stuff.
All of it.
In the context of their romantic relationship. And that is what life is.
Yeah, totally.
So
period. An hour and a half later.
Literally. Yeah. We can't call it a mini episode anymore, but
this is longer than a normal episode, but it was so much fun and I needed it. And I imagine these will only get more intense.
No, I feel
like a release.
I actually do feel relieved. I was feeling really stressed.
Yeah. Totally.
By the way, listeners, I made a playlist. It's called Wow Genetic.
So good.
And it is songs that I think fit the Ilya and Shane vibe. So we will post that on our I'll post a link.
Instagram story.
To our Instagram story and on Blue Sky. Another Instagram to follow us.
So go follow us for that. It's a great playlist. I've been listening to it. I was cleaning all day today and I was listening to it most of the day.
Thank you. And dare I say it should be listened to in order. But,
it should. Yeah.
If you guys have any thoughts about things we missed, we would love nothing more than talk about it more. So slide in our DMs.
DM us.
Let's chat.
Email us.
We would love to hear. About your thoughts and the things we missed. So
no, agree. Love it. Bye.
Bye.